Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we'll be watching another Lost in the Pond video. This one is why I actually miss British weather. I don't know, was Laurance hit in the head? Because for the most part, British weather, from what how I understand, is cold and dreary and kind of like dark a lot of the times. Not all the time. I'm sure it's sunny sometimes in the summer and whatnot, but it's not great. Although, from what I understand, is at this point he's living in Chicago. And Chicago is basically like London, during the fall and spring, compared to its winter and summers, which are probably way worse from a temperature standpoint, right? Anyway, let's get into this video. And man, got some creepy eyes in this video, dude.
Hello there. Something has been on my mind here recently in the last few days, and that is the winter weather. Now, as many of you may know, I grew up in England, where today it's a solid 41 degrees in England. That's
okay. Yeah, so 41's not that bad when it's probably like -8 in Chicago.
About 5 degrees centigrade to my viewers back in England. But I'm going to go outside here into the weather where I live here in Indianapolis.
Covered in snow.
Now I'm probably making a big mistake here because I'm going down without gloves on or even a hat and braving the...
He'll be fine for like 10 minutes probably.
Cold weather outside here. A little bit of snow on the ground.
Probably more than 10 minutes.
Not much. It's largely cleared. Oh gosh, that hit me. Did you see my breath there?
All right. To be fair, I primarily have lived in places like Arizona, but I've also lived in like South Dakota and Iowa and places like that as well. So I'm not a stranger to cold weather or super hot, muggy weather or anything like that. But I can totally get the massive shift because let's say you've lived in Arizona for like 6 years, right? And then you go back to these places, everything's way worse, and you're in like full snow gear again because Arizona gets cold, but it's not the same.
Oh, it really is cold. I should have put on a hat or something. According to the weather reports, it is somewhere in the region here today of 14 degrees Fahrenheit. For those keeping score at home, that's -10 degrees C. So before I moved here to the US, I just thought it was warm beaches and parks.
It is, as long as you're in the more expensive areas like California, Florida, parts of Texas. But yeah, no, it's warm a lot of places. Not everywhere though.
Palm trees. This is hideous, but thankfully I've got a house that I live in. I'll go back inside now. Left my water in the van earlier on.
Oh, your house at this point looks more dreary than anything, dude.
That was a big mistake.
Yep,
frozen solid. I have to eat that now rather than drink it.
Liar, it's not frozen solid. I see it moving on top. It's definitely frozen mostly though.
Or I could use it with my whiskey, which will warm me up.
Oh, there you go.
That's that. And then it really is cold. It's so cold, in fact. I can barely feel my hands.
Dude, go back and lock your car. You're in Chicago.
My hands. I can not feel my hands because I'm not wearing gloves. No, I should say that This is not entirely indicative of the entire United States. In fact, I've got a friend who's in Arizona at the moment where it was 86 degrees.
Yep. That's more than possible. Or better yet, the best days are when people first moved to Arizona for that first month in like July, and they freak out when their electric bill is $800 because they've been keeping their AC at like 72, but it's 126 outside.
Yesterday in California, seeing 72 degree weather. I want to be there, not here. But,
I mean, the downside of those places, though, is it's insanely expensive. I mean, even cheap houses in California, you're going to run you $600K.
I'm really going inside now. This is over.
Did you get locked out, dude? I mean, even if you're renting in California,
I think my eyes have frozen.
It's not that cold yet. It wasn't that cold yet. Negative 10's cold, but it's not that cold. He was out there for what? 5 minutes, maybe 10, based off the edits. It's still funny. All right, have a good day, everyone.